And we are live, Two and a Half Guys podcast. I'm your boy Midgie, aka I am Legion.
It's your boy Dope Stacks here.
And we have our very, very special guest with Brianna Cole, writer of
Hello.
Past and played in Betrayed. If you did not know, it's streaming on Tubi right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. How you been?
I've been good, been good. Look, staying busy. You know how it is.
I see you out there traveling to New York, book in Times Square like that.
Yeah. Like we got a lot going on right now. I'm just trying to ride this wave, you know.
You got some celebrities that ain't never had nothing in Times Square. That is huge.
Yeah, it was super exciting to
So
see.
that was for the book.
Yeah, so that was for the book and the movie. They had the movie poster up there. They had a clip up there as well as another podcast that I had did too. They kind of had the book picture, so everybody knew it was a book to film. So that was pretty dope. It was like we flew up there. It was a real little turn and burn. It was over Super Bowl weekend, and so we flew up there that Friday night, and they unveiled it Saturday, and then we flew back to Atlanta Sunday morning. It was crazy, but it was super cool.
So how was it when you got that call? Well, how did you get that call or that email or whatever, and how was that feeling?
What, being in Times Square?
Feeling like, hey, we got
Yeah, so that was from another podcast that I was a part of, Riding Out Podcast, and that was something that they did just kind of for some of their guests. They thought it was super, super dope to get behind the movie just because they, really, really loved the movie and this, that, and the other. So they called me and told me that they were going to just kind of part of marketing. They wanted to, kind of help get the word out about it because they liked the movie so much. And they posted it up in Times Square. So when they called me, they were like, well, they called me that Thursday and they were like, well, we're going to probably, put it up in Times Square. And I didn't want to get my hopes up, but I was just like, okay. Okay. And they were like, probably this Saturday. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, because don't make me catch a flight because I'll come up there.
Exactly. Gotta get these pictures up.
Okay, like you ain't said nothing but a word. So yeah, we went up there and it was cool. And when I was up there, when we unveiled it, I was like doing my, I had my content, had my videographer, and we was taking pictures and doing videos and live streams and everything. And I was just yelling and screaming like, "This my movie! Yeah, this my movie!" So we had the crowd around us because it was super busy. Of course, it's Times Square, and I had a group of ladies come up. It was super dope. A group of ladies came up and she was like, "Oh my gosh, is that your movie?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wrote it." She was like, "Girl, we saw the movie. Y'all, we all saw the movie and it was dope." And I was like, "Get out of here. Y'all saw the movie." So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the word is getting around.
Hey, Big Red, that movie has been viral. It's talked about a lot. Like it's probably one of the first, I'm gonna say, movies on Tubi.
Yeah.
Had the love and the fanfare that it's had.
Yeah, thank you. It was so great. It's just so rewarding to see all the positive feedback from it. And yeah, I'm gonna kind of, get back into some more marketing with it because I wanted to go even bigger than it did. But yeah.
Right. Well, right now.
Right now we're talking about Played and Betrayed.
Played and Betrayed. Okay, sorry. I should have worn the other shirt, y'all.
Nah, whatever marketing works.
Right. And as with the last one, like I said, beautifully shot.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
When you got the budget for this one, did you know it was going to be of high quality?
Yes, I did. So what happened was the same producers who did the Marriage Pass, with the success of Marriage Pass, mind you, I say success because it hadn't even been shot yet, but they read the script, they saw the script, they loved the script of the Marriage Pass. So then they came to me about, doing another project. And if you saw the difference, this one was more, lighter compared to Marriage Pass. Marriage Pass was a little bit darker, more edgy, a little bit more raw, right? And this was a little bit, still a thriller, but kind of more of a comedic kind of spin, a little bit lighter and fun. But I knew it was going to be, still the same type of budget, still also shot well. I didn't know what to expect. So that one was filming in London at the same time Marriage Pass was filming in Canada. Right. So they were filming both at the same time. Right. So
I was going to ask location because I'm looking at the vehicles and I'm like, hold up. They not faking this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ain't America.
Nah, not at all.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they told me that. They said it was going to be filmed in London. So when I was writing it, and again, they came to me with the idea. That was also a difference because Marriage Pass was from honestly my book, my idea, my stuff with the twist and everything. But this one, they gave me the idea. They were like, we got an idea for a movie. We want this, and this to happen. Boom, here you go, write it. And I was like, okay.
So Played and Betrayed was not a book of yours. It was
it was not. It was their idea. They just hired me on as a screenwriter.
So take us through the process of actually getting this idea and writing the script. How do you manifest this?
Like how do you get this unmolded thing and mold it into what they asked you to?
Because Doe got some experience because he's a musician.
Yeah.
He knows how to write. Former musician.
No.
He knows how to write. So, I know it's a process. It's a different process than writing songs and doing this. So how'd you get into that? Like when you got that?
Honestly, it's just interesting. And I don't know, just that creativity is my superpower. I really lean on that. I love it. I'm always, just out and about in life. I got my ear to the floor, if you will, listening and kind of always thinking about something when it comes to how could I put this into a story and, and kind of twisting it up and things like that. So even when they came to me with the Played and Betrayed, which originally was called Deadly Double Date, they changed the name to Played and Betrayed. And they came
I like
to
that
me.
name better.
It was their idea with all the titles and stuff. Like I said, they came and it was like, we got this idea for Deadly Double Date. We know we want to have these two couples and they're on vacation and there's some other twisted things going on. Like they kind of gave me a broad stroke. And so what I do is I sit down, and me being familiar with this producer, I'm familiar with Lifetime movies. I'm familiar with a lot of this producer's work. So I kind of know already what they have in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting familiar with your
vibe of what they want.
Yeah, and that makes your job a lot easier. So I kind of knew that going into it, and I was like, okay, well, what can we do to kind of, bring this up? And I outline first, I have it like beat by beat, what's going to happen here, and act 1, 2, 3, and kind of go from there all the way to the twist at the very, very end, or however many twists I have. And then when I gave it back to them, that's when they were like, okay, they approved it. They liked where I was going. Then I sat down with that outline and fleshed that outline into a 97-page script. With the dialogue and this, that, and the other. And of course, it had to go through a couple of revisions.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, that's going to be some polishes and stuff like that. But at the end, it just kind of, I didn't know what to expect. Just like with Marriage Pass, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know they were going to take a different approach as far as more of a lighter spin with it. Still engaging and fun, but a little bit more of a lighter spin. And I'm kind of like, hey, that's, whatever works for y'all. The way I see it is I sit down and I say, well, I don't write everything the same, but what is consistent is that I write well. And I try to make sure I do that with every single project that I touch. So I just kind of gave it to them. They liked it and they signed me on for 3 more scripts. So
congratulations.
Yes.
There we go. So thank you. So I'm in the middle of writing at this time, literally 3 more scripts for them. So that should be filming here in the next few months.
So from start to finish, how long did this project take?
Which one? Played and Betrayed?
Played and Betrayed, from the moment you got the script in your hand to the release.
That one, okay, so with all the revisions and everything, because I can turn around a finished script, and I mean a first draft finished script, 2 to 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. But I know that it's going to go through some revisions. So I want to say from the time that they gave me the idea to the time we had a locked script may have been like 3 months. And again, that's going back and forth with the revisions and notes and all of that. Then they filmed it. They were filming it last October. I know that because that was the same time Marriage Pass was filming. So they were filming that last October. It took about maybe a month to film, kind of within there. And then so from October until they released it February the 5th, that was post-production. They were editing it, adding the sound, adding the music and all that good stuff, cutting the trailer, making the poster, all that stuff that you see. So yeah, it's a process. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer when you're making a movie. Sometimes it could take a year and a half, from the time you actually write a script to the time you actually see it released. So in my opinion, all of this took place in less than a year. So this was actually fairly quick compared to most. So
okay.
Yeah.
How difficult is it writing from everybody's perspective? Like the girlfriend, the wife, the husband, the other husband. So how difficult is that part of the writing process?
I mean, I don't think it's too difficult. I think for me, because I try to do my stuff up in the front as far as my character development and things like that. So I try to make it easy. By the time I sit down to write the script, it should really just flow like water, if I've done my job well on the front end. So I try to, make sure I do all of that with character development and their voices and their stories and being able to, capture the essence of these characters just in the early stages before I even write the script. I try to make sure all of that is ironed out first. So when I do sit down to write, it should just be like liquid. It should just be like smooth as water coming through, and not to say that it's still not difficult sometimes, because you are having to toggle between, multiple characters. And I told myself that I would have to challenge myself and do like y'all seen Crash, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, like a Crash type of movie where it's like from multiple different POVs and stuff. Yeah, so I said, maybe one day, but yeah, I just try my best to plan and organize as much as I can beforehand. So that's why I am able to sit down and write a script in like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Because it's like, well, I kind of got it all the nuances and logistics kind of ironed out as much as possible before I even hit fade in. You know what I'm saying on that script? I try. That's my process. So
you definitely have to be very disciplined to do that.
Yes.
To have all that in order and to know all these things, that is a superpower. That definitely is a superpower. So if y'all don't know, we've been talking about Played and Betrayed. It's on Tubi streaming right now. It's about a couple.
It is not a Tubi movie. It's a movie on Tubi.
I like when y'all say that.
Thank you, though. It's a movie on Tubi, written and produced by Brianna Cole. It's about a couple going through what I would say
content is like
/ complacent.
Yeah, complacent
type marital issues. She quit her job. He's working all the time. So, the same old
got stale.
Right. I come home, you always at home. We have dinner. That's it. Shut up, man.
Look here.
She love movies on Tubi. No, we trying. Yes, this is not a Tubi movie. So if you don't know, the running joke is Angela hates Tubi. But we trying here to watch your movies. They're not Tubi movies. They're movies on Tubi.
On Tubi, okay.
But, going through some marital content, things like that. So they decide, hey, we're gonna do something. We're gonna go on vacation. Try to spice things back up. Get the love back in. While they're on this vacation, they run into this couple who
talk about bumping into some shit.
Right. Of all the couples to run into, the only other black couple.
He's trying to PG-13 this shit. At first, when I first saw the couple, I thought they was gonna be on some crazy swingers type shit.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
They gave me swingers vibe, but I knew they were overly sexual, and I knew it was gonna be some type of sexual tension involved.
Right.
I had no idea on what, like. I don't
want
to be the spoiler, but when you finally find out like what's getting everybody off,
we ain't gonna spoil it. But when I saw
motherfucker,
when she saw them in that hot tub, I thought that's when her curiosity peaked, and I was like, "Oh, they about to."
I thought she was gonna go.
I said, "They about to swing this thing up." Somebody got.
Listen,
and then in the sauna, right? And then in the sauna, wife was like,
"Oh." 2.2 seconds when she saw them in the pool, she went. Oh. I said, "Oh God damn!"
She started rubbing her face and her mouth.
We can go jump straight into it. All right, let's go.
I'm like, hey.
Let's go. Let's do it. Fuck it.
Thank you. Also, Angela Watts, Marriage Pass. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Angela.
Thank you. So you got Angela. You got Angela to watch her
Right, because she
movie.
don't watch
Thank
nothing.
you. I'm honored.
Yeah, but so when she started rubbing her neck and going, I'm like, oh, she with it.
You with it now?
But
Man,
lo and behold, it was kind of like I don't know if they were helping relationships or hurting more.
Yeah, that's kind of left up to let's let the viewer decide on
Yeah,
that one. That's
yeah.
kind of they have it. What do you call it? An unconventional way, I
Right.
guess, of helping relationships. I suppose.
Because-
So,
That's some God complex type shit to try to
right.
Right.
Okay.
like God complex as a couple.
Right.
Like,
Every
you
time
know,
we
like,
go on
what?
vacation,
I'm glad. All I'm gonna say is I'm glad you didn't leave us hanging. Cause something I'm not gonna say what happened, but after all that shit, something
Yeah.
had
Yeah. Had to give.
something.
Yeah, I got you.
you know how it
Goddamn it.
go.
Yeah.
Midget, you know me.
He
I like
hates cliffhangers.
something had to happen. I'm glad
Hates-
Don't
something.
have to happen. Yeah.
Doe needs closure. That's the name of this episode. Doe needs closure.
Don't need closure. I got you. Mhm.
But yeah,
So
but go
I
ahead.
want to be nosy. I want to know what's next.
What's next? I told you I got like 3 more. Okay. What I can say, I'm under NDA. I can't give any names or whatever. But what I
We
can
don't want
say
to spoil the bag.
is that I do have 3 more that and one thing that's going to be consistent about me, especially, this is my lane. This is my bag. So I love thrillers involving relationships. Like that is me. That's my lane. That's where I'm gonna stay. That's where I excel. So just know that we got 3 more on the docket. Again, they've already got it slated for. They've already started casting for one of them. I was like, wait a minute.
Really?
Now,
I
are
finished the script.
you ever going to try to make it to one of the casting and the production, far as anything, or are you just going, hey, give me my,
They do a
give me
great
the
job,
bag,
by the way. They
give
do
me
a
the
great
bag,
job.
and let me know when it's done.
And I wouldn't mind. I would not mind. But let me tell you something. I have done the producer side of of things with filmmaking. I've gone to set. I've been in movies. I've kind of I've helped with casting. I've helped with location. Like I've done all of that. And don't get me wrong, that's great too. I'm not gonna lie. But part of me finds it very, I don't know, thrilling to give it to them and not see all the behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? Like when y'all watched Played and Betrayed is when I was watching Played and Betrayed.
Okay.
Okay, I get it.
It's probably less headache too.
It's less headache for sure. Like I said, maybe one day I wouldn't mind going to set. I mean, because that's fun as well. But I love the element of surprise too.
It would
because
make me nervous. It would make me nervous as hell, yo.
Like, this
'Cause,
my
like,
baby.
I mean, because, what if they don't nail it?
This my
I
baby.
mean, if they don't nail it, I don't know what to say. I guess my thing is I'm like, I just hope that I've done my job as a screen, because that's where it starts. It starts with these words on a page. You know what I mean? So I just hope that I've given them enough to take it. I've done my job. I just hope that they can do theirs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like without me having to be, I feel like that would give me even more anxiety to be on set almost watching them like, oh, they didn't say that right. Like I just,
Yeah.
just let me just see at the end and let me just see it all with the finish, bells and whistles, and make my decision there.
But right after the script writing is casting. Because I will say, with Marriage Pass and this, like both, like
Great
all
job.
actors and
Great
actresses
job.
have been very well
Yeah.
seasoned, I guess you could say.
Yes. You can definitely. I that's one thing I can say. Like it's like trying to get lightning in a bottle, I guess, because sometimes you do have it where it doesn't always hit. But so far, I've been told I'm 2 for 2. I'm like, knock on wood. Hopefully, we keep this going.
Hey.
And I just hope that it kind of can keep, like I said, keep going from there. But like you say, is they what I've noticed in both the projects, and I've been in touch with the actors, for both projects.
Mhm.
But I've been seeing that. I even had one, like I said, they're in the middle of casting the one that I'm almost finished, right? So I'm writing 3. The one that I'm doing final polishes on, they started casting with what I gave them. So I already know they're already casting because I had a few people reach out to me and was like, "Oh my gosh, I saw your name. I watched The Marriage Pass. I watched Played and Betrayed, and I saw that I got a script from my agent, and it said written by Brianna Cole." So I'm like, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm super excited. Don't tell me nothing though. Like I don't, this is waiting to see." But I just hope that it just keeps going, And like I said, I just try what I can to do my best as a writer and make their jobs easy. I hope so.
The actors from Played and Betrayed, were they actually from the UK?
Sounds like
they were kind of in and around. Those accents, right?
I'm like, listen, the accents were genuine, so I was like
so distinguished.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I liked it, and I'm not gonna lie. The Percy character a little bit had me kind of like, okay, come
on. Especially when he's trying to get old boy to buy that watch. I'm like, yo, he would have convinced me to get the watch.
I'm trying to convince him. I've been like, damn.
For throw your rolls in the sky like Diddy, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
not like Diddy.
He was like, yo, you can cheat.
You know what I'm saying?
And strolled off. I was like, hold on, this nigga from Harlem.
Maybe he was like, when he went to go talk to the girl, he's like, yo, you not gonna hit on that? Hold my beer. I'll show you.
And that's how too. It's so interesting in the filmmaking process, because originally when I wrote that script, they were not planning on filming it in the UK. That was supposed to be a tropical location, is where they were going at first. And then like maybe revision 2 or 3, they decided we're going to film in the UK. So you need to kind of change some of that. It's not tropical anymore. Make it more so of, UK, because they decided they were going to film over there. And that was their discretion. So I was like,
and listen,
okay,
it's still resort. It was
I kind of think that how Midget was saying, that resort and the fact that they were actually from the UK added a whole element to the movie.
Yes, that's what I thought too. I was like, that was something that I hadn't seen before. I was like, that's new. That was a new, fresh take on it. I agree. Yeah.
Now, question.
You can get away with that shit they was doing over there. You can't do that shit over here.
Nah.
like that kind of added a certain legitimacy to the movie.
Yeah. I got you.
Also, for a split second, I thought the whole hotel was involved. I was like, burn the whole thing down.
Listen, that dude, the concierge was so nice.
Yeah.
He was so nice. I'm like, man, there's something up with this dude.
You too nice, brother.
Oh, he real good at his job.
Yeah. That is funny.
Now,
burn the whole thing.
With all this going on, are you ever going to step back? Like, hey, this is my movie. I'm going to step in front of the camera again.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that, I think it's all about knowing your strengths. I love acting. Don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not opposed to stepping back in front of the camera, because I've done so in the past. My son is a child actor, and I even wrote a movie for him, and for both of us to be kind of a mother-son situation in a horror thriller. And I'm not opposed to it. But I know my weaknesses, and and at the end of the day, I don't want to be so selfish to, kind of be like, this is my movie. I want to give the movie its best shot. So if I think I can do it, I'll do it. But if I know, like, nah, I need somebody to really, like, I don't think I could have did anything in Marriage Pass. I don't think I could have did anything in Betrayed. I don't think I would have did it justice. That's just me. So, but if I come across something that I know that I write, and I'm like, nah, because I wrote this specifically for me, then I'm gonna do it. I'm not opposed to it. Whatever's gonna tell the story the best way possible.
Not even a small role.
Not even a guest spot. You know how Stan Lee used to pop in?
Hey, everybody say, "Oh, that's the writer right there."
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, maybe. Don't be surprised. You may see me roll up like, how them old Disney 90s movies or whatever. You'll see them kind of like turn like, and it's like, oh, that's so don't be surprised. Maybe.
Listen, ever since we had you on for the Marriage Pass, I got people hitting me up like, yo, tell her, put me in the movie. I'm like, I can't tell nobody put you in the movie.
No movie.
I can't, I can suggest or say, hey, somebody who asks, but come on, man.
No, I get it. And I can just go on the record to say, for these projects, and like I said, I have my hand in a lot, but I know I've had a number of people reach out to me about, can can I send you my headshot? Can I send you my resume? Or can, you know, I know some people who they want to do the music for the movies, but I will say for these scripts that I've been doing, it's my job stops at the script writing. That's what I've arranged in my contract. That's what I like, because by the time that I'm finished writing, they pay me, they're moving on into the production, I'm writing another one, you know, and I'm just turning it over like that. I am okay with that at this juncture in my career. Now, will I get involved with the production side again? I'm sure I will eventually, but for these, I don't have a hand in casting. I don't have a hand in any of that outside of writing the script. When
So y'all, the answer is no.
But I want you to have your red carpet moment.
Thank you.
I want
Deserve
you
it.
to
You
have
deserve it.
my movies here.
Mhm.
Everybody come see this premiere.
Yeah.
Red carpet. I see that because, you know, yeah, it's cool.
And,
they're filming
and I
Canada.
would really like for us to be there also.
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
mean, since you threw that out there,
Press pass.
press passes. I got you. You know, I did my very, very first movie on Tubi, which was not a Tubi original. I did that. It's called Pseudo. It's actually on Tubi as well. And
send us the list, man.
that's how I can speak from experience. I wrote it, I executive produced it, meaning I put all the money behind it, and I starred in it as well, alongside some other phenomenal actors and actresses. And I had my hand in all of that, helping with the directing, the producing, the casting, the locations, post-production, marketing. We did have a red carpet premiere. My gosh, the distribution, it was distributed through Dame Dash Studios, and they put it on Tubi and Fox. So again, a wonderful experience. But I don't know if I do that again.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Maybe on somebody else's time, time and dime, you know.
And, and like you're saying, is the dime part especially, because I ain't got this kind of money. I know some of these productions that they've been doing, it's like, I ain't got $500,000, like, you know, so I want to give it its best chance. But I'm not, like I said, I would do it again. I'm not opposed to it. But right now, I like how I'm on a well-oiled machine. I kind of got it going. I'm gonna ride this for a second until I'm ready for my next level, you know.
Any other genres that you're willing to write?
Horror. Definitely.
I know that.
I heard you mention that earlier, and I'm the horror guy on the panel.
Let me tell you, it is my goal. It is my goal. I'm speaking it. It is my goal to write for Blumhouse and to write for Monkey Paw. I'm telling you, that is my goal. I love horror.
Movies.
Isn't B House B Harris part of Blumhouse? Didn't he write for? We had a director on here.
Yeah.
Started. Yeah. He wrote this movie that was on Amazon called The Box.
Okay.
Crazy. Crazy.
Okay. Was it crazy?
It was crazy.
Okay.
You're gonna feel like you need a shower after watching.
Yeah.
Oh,
he loves that type of stuff. So we've been, you know, he's actually been one of our first guests as far as outside of people we knew. And you know, he just happened to see, like you, he just happened to saw our post and like, hey, I'm all with coming on and talking about this twist, and you gotta watch it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you to watch it.
Okay.
And watch it and
report back. Okay. Look, no, shower and report back.
Yes.
Because you're gonna need one after that. Okay. And he actually brought The Box on one episode, I want to say.
The second one.
The second episode we had him on because he did another movie where the scary things are.
Yeah.
Okay.
About and you know, he's all about horror. I think he wrote a book too. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So
one of them may have been for Blumhouse.
I want to say
really. That's it. I have to look him up. Okay, I have to look him up.
Harris Smith, man. If I he's on my Twitter, if I get in contact with him, I'll try to get you guys together.
By all means, thank you. So yeah, thrillers, like I said, of course, that's my lane. I love horrors, and I can do some dramas as well. You know, of course, it's always gonna be drama, but I mean like some of those feel good dramas too. Like I know. And I'm not opposed to even doing like some a little bit of sci-fi, you know, like a little bit of everything everywhere all at once. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not opposed to that. I'm open to it.
I can't talk about it on here, but I have an idea for this show that I've been telling Doe and Rose for the longest.
Yeah.
Because I had to say it. So you know how people are enamored by Game of Thrones, this and
We'll
that.
talk about it later. We'll talk about it
Okay,
later, bro.
okay,
Okay, okay. Talk to me offline. But okay.
because I
We
would
ain't
love
giving them none
to
of
see
that.
it. I would love to see it in that way. I already got the
Okay.
name for it now, but I'm not. I'm just a movie watcher.
You movie watching.
I'm a movie watcher, but I know I can see this being
You
big
can see it?
in our community. I'm gonna put it.
Okay.
Nah, I can see it's being bigger than just our community.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
I'm gonna run it by you after we get
Yeah,
off. We keep you
sure.
on a bit. But
Okay.
is it taken away from your book writing? And if so, do you miss it?
I have paused my book writing right
Mhm.
now. I have paused. I've published a total of 10 books. My last one had just released back in November of 2023. But when my screenwriting started to pick up, I knew I was going to have to take a step back from book writing because it takes me a while to write books. I mean, for some, I know some of my, wonderful pen sisters and brothers, they can write a book in like 30 days. I can't do that. It
Yeah.
takes me maybe like 6 months to write a book. And I knew when my script started picking up that I was going to have to take a break from it. Do I miss it? Actually, right now, no, because I'm still able to create these worlds. It's just a different medium. I'm still able to do what I love, which is write.
Just
And
a
it's
slower
a different
process.
medium. So to me, it's kind of like two halves of the same, whole, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm cool. Like I'm cool. Eventually, I may write another book,
I'm
maybe.
about to say, are you sure? Because you like you said, you start off a reader.
And I will always be a reader.
Okay.
I may if I get an idea, like I said, I keep a running tally of ideas that I get. I don't even know if I have enough, time in this lifetime to write down all the stuff that I have as far as ideas are concerned. But if I get an idea, I'm already thinking, is it going to work as a movie, or is it going to work as a TV show, or is it going to work as a book? Like what is the best outlet?
And that's what I was gonna ask. Like,
yeah,
it starts off in a book form, but then you be like, you know what? I can
could
see
be.
I can see this in the movie.
Yeah, that's how I've done that as well. So if I get an idea that sticks to me, I'm like, nah, it's gotta be a book. I gotta tell this in a book. Then I will. Right now I'm not under any contract or anything. So it allows me to write at my leisure as far as if I wanted to write another book. So I'm leaving it up there. It's maybe.
Okay. Just wondering, because I'm
Yeah.
like, man, that could be real. Like, I know that's your first love and passion, and for that to be taken, all this script writing taken away from it. So
I don't know. It's like I said, to me, it's just as fulfilling for me. I even me acting, I come from a theater background. I had a stint where I wanted to write plays. I wanted to be a playwright too. So, and I'm not opposed to that. I had somebody tell me that they could see, maybe wouldn't that be awesome if you have the book and then the movie and then the play? And I was like, maybe, like it's I feel limitless, so I'm not opposed to it. We'll see.
Is there anything outside of your busy schedule? Is there anything you like watching right now? Anything on TV you're just like, or a movie or a TV show that you're just caught up in? Like, I'm into that.
Ghost. Definitely. Power Book 2, Ghost. I love it. Like, I'm waiting on it. Like,
Thank you.
Believe it or not. Like,
I am the power guy. They don't want to watch it.
Do you watch Raising Kanan?
No, that's the funny part. I don't watch BMF. I don't watch Raising Kanan, but I love Ghost. I love Power. I love Ghost. I tried to get into Force, but it's still Ghost for me. I'm waiting. I'm waiting on it.
Force is the weaker of all the entities to me.
I watched the first season. I was a little bit underwhelmed,
it seems forced.
Forced. And then it's too unrealistic. Like, you supposed to be driving to California, you stop in Chicago and start a drug organization. Like, huh?
Like, I know you white.
A field trip?
I know you white, but Negro, please.
Come on.
I feel like he's not as ruthless as he was in Power. Like, he got a little soft on me.
Listen. He ain't snorting as much cocaine.
That's what it is.
And
That's what
And,
it is.
and Tommy liked chocolate. You got to remember, in the original Power, he was out here wilding out.
Yes,
He had that Snow Bunny. He was on that Snow Bunny.
that's true. That's true.
Listen,
I'm
yeah.
talking about the same Tommy that killed Holly Tommy. Like I'm talking about where is Gritty Tommy? You know.
Grim Reaper Tommy.
See, I
So
I didn't watch the second season, but I did watch the first season. Like you said, I was kind of underwhelmed. But
yeah,
The season was better though. The second season was better. I got to give it to them. They
really,
tried-
I may try it again. I may try it.
it wasn't amazing, but
Mhm.
they
Little bit better.
tied in some of the original elements from Power to make it stronger.
A little bit stronger. Okay.
but you know, I would suggest watching Raising Kanan and BMF. I love BMF.
Really? Okay.
I really love Raising Kanan.
Raising Canaan.
I
Okay.
think I was on that high from this past season,
Uh-huh.
but you know, I kind of settled down, and
He in love with Rock.
Is that what it is?
that is not it.
Call it what it is.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little
That's what it is.
bit. Bettina Miller, how you doing, baby?
She
Are
is
you-
fine. She is
are-
fine.
Are you going to give us a TikTok Tessa Nessa story? Whatever it is.
Risa Tisa?
The Reese Pizza.
Tisa,
you
Tessa Nessa.
But that's a look, let me tell you something. I didn't even know what was going on until it started trending. And it started trending. And people, it's so funny. People were actually on my timeline tagging me saying, I need to get in touch with Rest of Tessa. And I'm like, for what?
I almost hit you up, but I said, you know what? Nah, it might be just the bandwagon. So I'm gonna
You know what?
almost.
But you know what though? I did see where it was posted that Tubi did indeed tell her
They
to
did.
check her DMs.
Check
And you
your
know what?
DMs.
So now that I've worked with Tubi, I wouldn't be surprised if they come back and call me and say, Brianna, okay. And
We
so
got
if
one
you
for
see
you.
Brianna Cole on this story, don't be surprised. I'm telling you, I'm here for it. Whatever it works.
Well, since we're here, let's go in. Since our ladies are not here, let's go and jump into these hot topics. You might as well stick around. Hang
Okay,
out with us a
let's
little
stick around.
bit.
What we got?
Speaking of Risa Tisa, I watched all 50.
Did you really?
I listened to all 50.
You listen to him?
I was
I
working.
got to episode 2 and I was done. I can't give nothing 50 parts of nothing.
I work from home 3 out
You
of
just
the
kind of had it
5
on.
days, so it's kind of on in my headphones, and like it just
Like audio. I got you.
it caught me. It caught me. Just the belief of some of the things she believed in. It caught me so bad that I had to take notes though.
God,
So let me just tell the background story. Risa
yeah,
Tisa,
give a little cliff notes.
Atlanta girl, looking for love. She ends up getting on this dating sites. I think Plenty of Fish or whatever. Ends up meeting a guy named Leeches. She never says his name, but you know, Black Twitter and social media will find you. No matter what clues she do not give you, they will find you. So she finds him. First date, she blows out a tire, which is a sign. Could have been from God that said,
Red
"Hey,
flag.
go
That
on
was
this date."
God telling you.
But she called him and said, I'm so sorry. He pulls up, takes her to the tire shop, gets her tire fixed. And she thought that was the most romantic thing. Changed her spare tire, took it to the tire shop, bought her a new tire. So she thought, oh, this the guy. This the guy.
Okay.
2 weeks into quarantine, they move in together. They want to quarantine together because they were so high in love.
Okay.
A couple months later, she ends up pregnant. Now she ends up losing the baby.
Okay.
But that also could have been a sign. I hate to say that. But that
Look at God.
It also could have been a sign like you don't need no kids with this man. You
You
should, I ain't,
tied to this man.
God was telling you I blew out your tire because I ain't even want you to go out with this man. But he ends up telling her he played football at San Diego State,
Arena football.
arena
I
football.
remember that part.
The Sabres like on the game, but he ends up telling her he went to San Diego State. He's a VP of his company. Well, he started off as like a general manager or shift manager, and he moved to VP. He's making $200,000. So he had screenshots of bank accounts, screenshots of offshore, all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Screenshots of pre-approval. So it's like, man, since we gonna be together, let's go and buy a house.
That's far
At this point, how long had they been together?
couple
like-
months.
Couple months. Okay.
Like 3 months,
He's
but it was quarantine. So
Quarantine. Okay. I'm listening.
he had some.
It had to be some good sex. It must have been.
Yeah, so he
That
told her
cheese
like,
must have been good, cause
Then we
what?
gonna meet the meat.
so he was telling her like, yo, we gonna get married. You the one for me. Let's go and find this house. So she like, I'm with it. So every time he go to get, he shows his pre-approval. Now, I've been in the house buying process. I don't know how many other people have. A pre-approval letter don't last a whole year.
No.
A pre-approval letter.
You would know that though.
No.
He held on to that pre-approval every house buying
That
street.
same pre-approval.
Same pre-approval. So he was going from. So the first time he was like, okay, we approved for $700,000. I don't want to go up to $750,000. Let's stay on. Let's stay under that. Miles, $500,000. Let's do that. So she out looking. I'm talking about looking hard. Ends up not getting a house.
Wow.
He's like, well, this time I'm gonna do a cash offer. Bump going through finance. I'm gonna just pay whatever the price is. Huh? So they telling him show proof of funds. He's like, I ain't want to show no proof of funds until they say I got the house. Like, that ain't how it work.
What?
You want to prove I got money? No. Give me the house and then I'll show you
Give me
my
the house,
money.
then I show you proof. What?
So, Lord, just some of the stuff he told her just was so crazy.
And she believed.
And then
the
he
Lord.
also tried to tell her he's gonna buy her a car. That's when B&W got in contact with all these people. Like, she wanted to go to Paris. He told her he was gonna take her to London, and stuff never came to fruition. He told he had 3 brothers or 5 brothers, 2 sisters. Only got 3 brothers. One of them only got 2 brothers. One of them is his twin, and he stole his twin's life. His twin is a VP in Philly. Got a BMW. Got 2 kids. Like, it's so.
I mean, well, technically,
So
it
all
is
of that
him.
stuff he was saying was him pretending like he was his twin brother.
Listen, he was a
Basically.
liar. This dude lied about everything. Like,
That's crazy.
you know how I know he was crazy? He would wake up and act like he was calling his family every morning, having phone calls with nobody. Right? She's sitting right there, and my brother John say, hey,
He ain't on the phone with nobody.
he ain't on the phone with not a soul. And I'm talking about this is years of doing this.
No. Oh my God.
Years of doing this. So, man,
And did I hear it was something too? Like he had said something about somebody had died or something.
so he had an ex-wife. He told he had an ex-wife. He told the girl the ex-wife daughter died. So long story short, she ends up getting in contact with the ex-wife. So she asked the lady, how's your daughter? She's like, oh, she's fine. She was like, why? She said she didn't have the heart to tell this lady, yo, Legion killed off your daughter to try to convince me he needs to spend some money somewhere. So
Now, but look, though, what I heard from what I also, again, I didn't listen. You give me information. I didn't hear. I'm hearing bits and pieces of what people are telling me because I didn't listen to all the parts. But what I did see is that somebody posted a screenshot because like he said, they done tracked down Legion, and he said that he told her that she need to stop lying, like that. Like he was saying he was gonna come out with the truth because it wasn't.
Right.
I don't know what's going on. It's just
he said she was sleeping
her side, his side, and then there's a truth somewhere.
Somewhere in there.
I kind of feel like her story caught fire, and she might have sprinkled
Well, no. See what she did though. She answered all questions people asked. She said she was going live, and she went back and retract some of the things that she messed up on. She was like, I said this, but this is what really happened.
Okay.
So but then did you see? But I saw somebody, and I was that's why I'm like, I don't know what to believe as far as what's going on because then I saw somebody started sharing that, and again, this could be a full-fledged lie too. Somebody saying that Risa Tisa stole her story. She said not her taking my story and going viral with it, and I was like, she stole your story. I don't know.
It's social media, man. Anybody that train that
TikTok especially.
So like I said, but my notes was
he
was seeing this prostitute on the side. Named Peaches in Atlanta. Peaches had some good prices. That's all I'm saying. Peaches had some dope prices. Whatever she was charging, she's making a killing. Because she was lowballing all the competition. That's all I'm saying. This nigga is an ex-arena football player. Wearing a 3X. I am 6'7", though. This man was driving a Ford Fusion when he saw her. You know that man shouldn't be in no Ford Fusion, though.
She did say he was like 6'4", 6'5", right?
And she was like he was wearing a 3. So obviously something happened with his knee, but he was losing.
Yeah.
Say he got down to like a larger medium, but before she met him, he was a size 3X.
Peaches is what happened to him.
And that's what people
That's why
say.
he lost all that damn weight. Peaches.
Yeah,
Peaches in them low prices.
Then,
Yeah.
first of all, he said he was a VP, but he collected WWE championship belts. He spent his money on WWE championship belts.
Bro, what? I can't.
I don't know who messier, Legion or Usher.
My last point though, before we move on. This Negro became homeless. So she meets him so he can sign the divorce papers. She said when he got out, he looked so bad. She's like, here goes $6. Go get yourself some chicken nuggets.
Ooh, that is embarrassing.
A grown man. $6 chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Look,
That
I
was
feel
a
like
good-
Martin, you grown man, you ain't got $6. Like,
Oh, man. But when she kicked him out, but if y'all ever get time and y'all need some background noise,
put it on.
go through the playlist, man.
Wow,
It's a good time. It's
that
good.
is wild. That's wild.
So what you got? What's your problem with Usher, man?
Oh, he just messy. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Usher like to play the role, man. Usher like to play the role. But congrats to him on his
His
marriage.
wedding. Mhm.
marriage. So while he out here saving his, he's ruining others.
How you gonna throw a monkey wrench in Swiss Beats situation and get married the same weekend?
I don't-
You messy.
These are a couple of hot fires off the top of my head because I'm not used to doing this. But Donald Trump, in his latest speech, this man said, "The lights are bright. I can't see all of my constituents. But I can see you niggas. I can see you black folks.
And I brought you niggas sneakers.
And I got you $400 sneakers."
I heard
Are
you
we
niggas
really
like
surprised
sneakers.
what Trump says anymore? I mean, like,
This man said, "I can see the
we
black one."
surprised.
Like this man said, "I can see the black one. Even though the brights are light, I can see the black one."
I'm
And
not.
he said it in Colombia.
Hey, listen, I hate to say it, but I think he was supposed to appear at my college, Coastal, but I'm not sure.
He was at Coastal a couple weeks ago, brother.
Come on.
And
God.
listen, they was out there MAGA back from Rooter to Tutor, brother.
You know them lift trucks and them Confederate flags coming through Myrtle Beach.
Ooh,
They probably had a parade out there, boy.
Man, I rode through it because I was headed to my nephew basketball game, and my little ignorant ass, I rode through playing fuck Donald Trump. although I personally don't care for him or Biden, but just wanted to be ignorant.
Nah,
Mhm.
you're right. Just to shake the tide a little bit.
yes, that's what it is.
So you're not getting the Trump ones? The
The Trump ones.
case Trump ones
No,
for 400.
look at her.
This analyst from Fox Sports say Donald Trump understands culture. He's reached to black people. You know they love sneakers.
What?
I said, boy, they don't care what they say these days.
They say whatever. Do you hear this? No filter.
They don't care what they say these days. Like on that.
Wow.
Wendy Williams found out she has dementia. That's terrible. That's terrible. I mean,
I need to watch her new. I think that new
doc,
her documentary dropped on. Is it Netflix or something? Yeah. I hated to hear that because remember she was just out.
see your face,
And she didn't have no money. Remember? So
You feel
I
it? You
see your
feel it?
face though. I see. I understand karma comes back.
I mean, man, listen. This universe gives you back what you put into it. You
that
feel
is
me? You did a whole lot of pouring of toxicity and exposing people and taking on information that you should have never had, and that's gonna fuck with your mind. So, I mean, and I don't wish that on nobody, but
Yeah, I mean,
karma's a bitch, and I don't know who you think you are. She got your address.
she did.
Yeah.
They know where you stay at. Well, no matter
on,
how
man.
far you stray away, no matter how much you try to repent.
You gotta do right by people, man. You gotta do right.
Like she's ruined a lot of lives.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people
Unfortunately.
that didn't deserve it because nobody walking this planet is perfect. Everybody got their skeletons. Like
Mhm.
you spent 30 years of your life every day doing it and calling it a job. So you gotta take what come with that.
Did you see Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rollins get into it?
I'm ready for all these comedians to just fight and get it over with.
Like,
Cause
what are y'all doing, man? Like I said last show, I'm like, man, they're making comedy corny, and I watched Mike Epps special, and I didn't laugh one time. I didn't laugh. I'm like, you
Mike
he's
guys,
movie funny to me, not stage funny.
Thank you. I was gonna say he's movie funny. He's not stand up, and it's a different type of funny for stand up. And unfortunately, I don't. I in the movies I can rock with him. I hear he's so hilarious on Upshaws as well.
oh, it's good.
But
Upshaw was good. It's
yeah,
good.
I hear. I watched a couple episodes, and I was like, yeah, I'm feeling that. But his stand up, yeah, I don't. But see, I'm I'm old school. I like Eddie Murphy raw and earthquake and like I'm a weird kind of funny person, like with
Yeah,
my comedians,
I
I
get
like
it.
unfiltered comedy.
I get it. I get it.
Unfiltered comedy, yo.
But like, I'm just sick of all these comedians, and now Eddie Griffin saying he apologized to Shannon. Like, are y'all trying to get on Shannon's show?
They
I think
listen,
like it feels
they,
like it.
they about bad as the rappers nowadays.
It
Yeah,
worse
it's bad.
now.
It's worse. It's bad.
Like
It's crazy.
2024 is shaking things up, man.
Who?
2024 is shaking things
Oh
up,
yeah.
man. But I'm just, I don't know what's gonna happen with this. So hopefully it just goes away. Because I know Donnell Rollins, he got a special coming out on Netflix. I think Dave Chappelle produced it. So
Mhm.
let's see. My last thing I got, I don't know if y'all saw the dude Amalay. He's a singer.
Yeah.
I think he's African, Afro
Mhm.
type. So he
Mhm.
puts this guy a girlfriend on stage
In
and
front of
she
the guy.
ballistic. I'm talking
Wait,
about
what happened? She did what?
so he pulls this girl on stage who boyfriend brought her to the concert,
Okay.
and she is
He
dirty.
didn't pull her on stage. He did like this.
Yeah.
And she ran up.
And
Oh,
she separated herself from her boyfriend first, and somebody filming this. And once she got the opportunity to go up there, she went up there and did a whole silhouette show with him.
yes, and I'm talking about. Listen,
Oh.
leave nothing to the imagination. You're like, dang, they might as well go ahead and get in right now. Because though if that was you leaving her at the concert.
Yeah, bro. Hey, if she got anything at the crib, it'll be at the door when she get out her Uber. Call your mama. Call your mama. Listen. I'm gonna call your mama and tell her what happened. I'm gonna call everybody who care about you, let them know why I'm putting you out.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell them to go to TikTok and look at what happened. Because like there's a
everybody saw what happened.
Yo, there's a they're from Africa. Like she's from South Africa, and I follow one of the guys who happens to know her family. It was like, yo, her family's disowning her.
Oh wow.
They don't play about that.
They play about that respect. Yeah.
Yeah,
respect.
like they don't play about that.
Mm-hmm.
So like her little apology video didn't go over well. So I mean, yeah, like you put yourself out there, and let's hope Amalay got a bag for you, because
I mean, that's his show. He off to the next city.
Right, he moving on, calling up the next girl on this.
Next girl. Hopefully she's single.
I blame Usher. Usher's fault.
Leave Usher alone, man.
Usher's fault, man. Usher and Beyonce.
Speaking of which, did you see Orlando Brown? I'm sorry, this is my last thing. Orlando Brown online talking about all the men he slept with.
I keep scrolling when I see that dude, dog.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Usher, Diddy, Drake. Like, come on, dude.
And even if that is true, you've never been of that high enough stature to be in that mix like that.
No.
Well,
if they were turning tricks, I don't think you'd be the guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
like what made you the moosh mash?
What made you the king of all down low?
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shit, bro. Either that or you was good at something. You feel me? So
it's
crazy, man. But Miss Cole, we want to thank you once again.
Absolutely.
It's always
I
a pleasure
thank
having
y'all.
you on.
I thank y'all so much.
If you have not seen Played and Betrayed, you know, all my aunts not seen them. You know, they be the first one to tell me, you seen? Yes, we have it on. Oh, okay. So, yes, Played and Betrayed on TV, streaming now, streaming. I watched it
There
twice.
you go.
I watched it twice. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Very well
Thank
put together, beautifully shot.
I-
This is not a Tubi movie. This is a movie on Tubi.
Thank you.
Don't forget that.
Don't get it twisted. If Miss Cole's name is connected to it, please understand what it is.
Yes.
Y'all
yes.
already know. I thank y'all. Thank y'all.
We're excited for, you know, whatever else is coming our way, because you know I'm keeping ear to streets. Whenever you tell me hit play, I'm gonna hit play.
I'm gonna let y'all keep y'all posted.
I'm ready for her and B Harris to link up.
I'm gonna put that in motion.
And I'm gonna go watch the Bronx. Like, yeah.
I'm gonna hit them up probably after this and let them know, like,
hey,
I got
So,
something.
I appreciate it. No, seriously. Look, afterwards, I'm up there like, ooh, dope. You right.
Because that's his genre, and I know he loves.
I love a good horror. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
Especially we get a black horror film out there.
Yes. Yes, that's why too. I'm super excited for. I don't even know if it's considered. This one is necessarily considered black horror, but I'm excited for Imaginary coming out, starring. Like when I saw
Bear.
you know, she's already, you know, I already love her anyway. When I saw she was the lead, I was like, yes. So I can't wait to see that. So, yeah,
I'm definitely into that. So I don't know if it's sci-fi or horror. When I watched the trailer, I'm like,
the Imaginary, yeah, right? You almost can't tell. It's horror, but
it's like blended. It's like a blended.
Yeah.
And then it's like a mix of comedy, or in it a little bit where you look at like, really?
I'm excited. I'm gonna go see that one in theaters. So
then again, it could be one of those deceptive previews, because you know previews got a way of
but
we'll find out.
We shall see, but we want to thank you once again. We know you're busy. You know, we know you got stuff to write. So whenever you have something, you are more than welcome to let us know and come on anytime. The door is open for you at this platform. Whatever we can do to promote, we shall do it.
I love it. Thank y'all so much.
Tell everybody. Accept my friend request.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. Let me do that right now. I'm so sorry.
Antoine Green and Courtney Dixon.
What you gotta do is you gotta DM me and say, Brianna, I sent you a friend request. I ain't know what to go look for. I got you. Let me go look. I'm so serious. No, when I say I appreciate the support, I'm so serious, y'all. Like for real. That's what motivates me. You know, it's hard. Y'all know this is hard when you stuff out there, you're a creative, you know, and you kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna, but when it finds its audience and you got people that's like in your corner, like for real now, like real talk support, that's what motivates me, you know, when, you know, you kind of get in those little ruts, like, oh, I don't know how, and am I going, and then you come back to times like this, and it's like, this is what you got to kind of, you know, hold on to. So I appreciate real talk.
Marriage Pass again.
If your name is connected to it, we running with it.
Tell everybody where to get your books, get everything you got going on. Brianna
Cole. Well, you can, BriannaCole.com. All of my books are on my website. Well, they'll show you if they're in stock on my website. They're up there. But BriannaCole.com. My books are available on Amazon, Walmart, Target, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million. Anywhere books are sold. If you Google Brianna Cole, I've done really good with my SEO optimization. So I should come up. One of the first page should be all me and my books and stuff. And then I'm very active on social media. You know, I especially when I get to them friend requests. Let me do that.
Very.
I engage on social media. So definitely connect with me. I love it. I do.
Okay. So if y'all haven't watched any of them, and we're gonna watch Pseudo, matter of fact.
Okay.
You know, I want to go down the rabbit hole, the Brianna Cole rabbit hole.
You can watch Pseudo. I'm the main girl in Pseudo, but listen, I will say watch Pseudo, but also keep in mind Pseudo was definitely a smaller budget because that was Look, that was out of my pocket, man. You know, so,
we got to see where you started. We got to see where you started.
it's still a good story, and I'm not gonna lie, the team did what they were supposed to do. Y'all, I think y'all appreciate that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank y'all for being on here with us tonight.
Absolutely.
Hope you have a great week coming up, and we will see y'all next Sunday. Brianna, stay on because I got an idea.
Yeah, stay on. We got
Okay.
to
But y'all have a blessed night, and we'll see y'all next Sunday. Peace.